Your thoughts?
What? What? Who?
Nice.
I know, we're late. 9:13, welcome in. It's a Monday morning, the 19th day of August. CJ Nasolo, it's our daily show. Right here on RiverBender.com, Roku TV, anywhere, everywhere you get this show. Thanks for tuning in. We got a full one for you. Going to be talking to owner of the Alton River Dragons, Steve Marso, in just about 7 minutes or so. We're going to dive right into it. Then, following Steve's conversation with us, we're talking to Mike Weller with AP Cigar, and we're going to learn more about their after-hours event that takes place on the last Thursday of each and every month. Riverbender will be on hand on these Thursday nights at Max with AP Cigar. We'll have a little bit of a live broadcast, talk about, anything that's on our mind, and just keep promoting AP Cigar. So Mike joins us to fill us in on all of that. And then at 10:30, we're talking to Chris Kusnerick with Alton High School, the Alton High School athletic director. Really looking forward to talking to him and getting the updates ahead of the 2024 Redbird season. Really looking forward to that. But man, number one, I had a little bit too much fun this weekend, but also I am still not feeling good. And I was talking to Liz over at Mac's Convenience Store. Same thing. We were talking just couldn't get these sinuses shaked up, but we're going to get there. We're getting there together. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Ryan Angel and Miles over there at Cat Daddies. They're doing some great stuff, and it was fun to grab the family, go hang out and watch some soccer this weekend, and just be a part of a lot of good times. So with that being said, at 9:14, here's what's coming up around the River Bend this morning. Here's what we've been following online. Illinois State Police are investigating the death of a pedestrian who was struck and killed by a tractor-trailer late Saturday on Interstate 70 in Madison County. Troopers responded at 11:26 p.m. to mile marker 18 westbound, where they found the deceased. The victim's identity has not been released. Traffic was diverted to Illinois Highway 4 for several hours as the investigation took place. The affected section of the interstate reopened around 3:20 in the morning on Sunday. The investigation is still ongoing. Also in the news, the 10th annual Alton Food Truck Festival, presented by Sauce Magazine, will take place at the Alton Amphitheater on Saturday, August the 24th from 4 to 8 p.m. This year's event promises to be the best yet, featuring a mix of new and returning food trucks, including Beast Craft Barbecue, Go Euro Go, and Tuk Tuk Thai. Attendees can also enjoy high-energy musical entertainment from Rock Mafia, known for their dance, rock, country, and pop performances, with free admission and a variety of beverages available for you to purchase. The festival is expected to draw a large crowd again to the beautiful riverfront venue. We'll be on hand for a live show for the Alton Food Truck Festival on Saturday, so come up and say hi. Also, you can hang out with RiverBender.com and myself Saturday night as we celebrate the Alton Anniversary's 28th birthday. 2 live shows and 1 day on August the 24th, that Saturday. Madison County State's Attorney Tom Hain announced that the 20-year-old Albert Campos of Collinsville has been sentenced to 40 years in prison after pleading guilty to first-degree murder. Here's what we know. The sentence stems from the January 1st, 2023 shooting of 18-year-old Miguel D. Villegas de Santiago, also of Collinsville. Villegas Santiago was shot while seated in a pickup outside of a residence on Princeton Avenue. Co-defendant Mateus L. Herrera, 27, of Granite City, who drove Campos to the scene, was sentenced to 30 years in January for second-degree murder and unlawful possession of weapons by a felon. Hain Hain commended the law enforcement agencies and prosecuting attorneys for their exemplary work on this case. Also, in the news still from this last weekend, Gordon F. Moore Community Park has officially reopened after the sinkhole investigation. Officials, including Mayor David Goines, unlocked the gates at 7 a.m. on Friday, expressing relief and excitement. While the park is mostly accessible, Ball Field 1 and the soccer fields remain closed for further drilling and monitoring. New Frontier Materials and the MSHA, along with city engineers, have confirmed the park's safety. Despite some community concerns, Goines reassured the public that the park is safe. Residents like Alan Nasello are eager to return and resume their routines, hoping the community will follow. We'll have a conversation with Steve Marso, the owner of the Alton River Dragons, one of the entities inside Gordon F. Moore Park today. Coming up tomorrow, we're going to be talking to Vern Van Hoy and Mary Campbell with Spencer T. Owen Golf Course, as we'll learn some of the tough roads that they've had to climb this summer with the park being closed and how they're looking to be going forward now that they're back and reopened. If you're considering switching to solar for your home or your business, it's time to act sooner rather than later. With solar energy bill changes set to take effect into 2025, new solar customers will benefit less than those whose systems are installed and approved by December the 13th of this year. A new state law will alter the practice of net metering, where solar customers currently receive credits for excess electricity, sent back to the grid. These credits will soon apply only to supply and transmission portions of their bill. Grid Solar co-owner Ryan Wagner highlighted the urgency, noting a significant increase in sign-ups and the importance of high-quality panels and warranties. Act quick by going to gridsolarllc.com. It's beautiful out there today, but man, my sinuses are done. Let's see what the air quality forecast is. 74 degrees currently right now in downtown Alton, as our internet yet again has decided just to take a big pounding this morning. It is getting frustrated here with our charter. Hey, currently right now as it sits at 74 degrees, it's 9:19. There's not a lot of cloud coverage out there. My apologies for just dealing with this yet again. Currently, there's no rain in the forecast for the next couple of days as we are waiting. So while we're waiting, let me tell you about Making God Laugh over at Alton Little Theater. You know, Alton Little Theater is very excited to start their 91st season of entertaining audiences right here in the 618. They're one of the oldest, most continuous theaters in the state of Illinois, the oldest in the state of Illinois, and one of the oldest in the country. You know, at Alton Little Theater, they have the best performers of the region coming in and out and entertaining us, giving us that couple hours of escape as we're able to kind of just sit back and reflect on just some great shows. Making God Laugh by Sean Grennan, directed by Christine Doring, will be one of the best of the 91st season. Tickets are available for September 20th, 21st, 26th, and the 27th. September 22nd, 28th, and the 29th are matinees. Tickets for adults are $22. For youth, they're $18 for 17 and under. You can go to altonlittletheater.org. That's altonlittletheater.org. Get your tickets now, or call the box office at 618-462-3205. That's 618-462-3205 or altonlittletheater.org. You can also hang out with Lee Cox and I on the first and last Thursday of each and every month as we tackle this very important topic of the arts in our region. Because, you know, without Alton Little Theater, there wouldn't be an avenue for young performers, older performers, and just for all of us to go and get our dose of entertainment. You can learn more by going to altonlittletheater.org now, getting those tickets for Making God Laugh. And don't forget to tell them, once they ask you who pushed you over the door, you just say CJ and RiverBender.com. Well, they're the ones who send us over your way. We'll take a quick break, but before we do that, let's take a look at downtown Alton. If we could. Let's see how the Riverbend's looking. When we come back, we'll come back with Steve Marso after this.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit villagedispo.com and shop now.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues,
Ready?
future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
Get paid to go solar. We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Open up the window, sucker. Let me catch my breath.
Welcome back into Our Daily Show on this Monday morning. And man, we're rolling right around to 9:20. The owner of the Alton River Dragons, Steve Marso, joins us on the phone now. An eventful year to say the least, Steve.
Yes, to say the least. Who would have ever thought of being put out of your park by a sinkhole? You know, it's a crazy experience. We did the best we could with it, and definitely thrilled to get the notice yesterday that we can go back to Lloyd Hopkins Field come this weekend.
Well, and you know, that has to mean so much for not only you, but every embodiment of the Alton River Dragons. You know, I've heard your comments and read them in various publications, but it seems like, Steve, you know, you guys really tapped into something special here in this community. Take us through how the community itself and the region rallied behind you guys during this just catastrophic event.
You know, everyone's just been so awesome about the whole situation, from fans to players to vendors to our, you know, part-time staff, press box staff. Everybody's just been awesome, you know, for what could have been a really bad situation in terms of, you know, players could have left. You know, our part-time staff that came out to the alternate sites to help could have just been like, I'm not driving the extra distance. It's not worth it. But everyone really rallied behind. And, you know, I can't tell you how many people have stepped up and told me, hey, anything you need, we're here to help. I mean, the community has just been awesome. I can't say enough good things about it.
Well, and I know that, you know, you experienced nothing similar to a sinkhole, but you had an event previously with the flood in Waterloo. Did that experience help you with how the mentality was this time around with this event?
Oh, absolutely. You know, back in, I guess it was 2008, I owned a team in Waterloo, Iowa. And I think our ballpark, you know, it'd always flood every year up to the ballpark, but never actually came in. Well, unfortunately, June of 2008, it actually put the entire ballpark, parking lot and ballpark, under, I think it was about 11 feet of water for 29 days. And so this was more of a surreal experience. Number one, was so happy that nobody got hurt, obviously, on the soccer field. But to go in there and get supplies from our ballpark and to see this just beautiful ballpark, you know, with the turf field and the video board and everything else at the park that we couldn't use. But you know, for me, it was more, okay, we didn't lose all of our things. You know, in the flood, we lost everything. Whereas here, you know, we just lost the ability to play at our field. So we just, you know, we rallied and called around to a lot of fields, and luckily they were accommodating. and we just made it work through the end of the season.
Well, and what's that? What was that thought process like? Especially when you have something like a sinkhole, where right off the bat, whenever it happened, there's a lot of confusion. Or is the park open yet, or can we play here? You had to adapt really quickly. And what's your thought just for the partners that you've had to kind of team up with, including SIUE, Bethalto, that it seemed like definitely reacted pretty quickly with you?
Yeah, Bethalto especially, they were fantastic. I mean, their park staff, their mayor, their, Civic Memorial Athletic Director, Todd Hanford, everybody was just awesome. I mean, they were working hard, getting the grounds ready. They really wanted to have us for more events, but I think when it got to be a long-term solution that we needed, we really needed to go to more of a college field like an SIUE because of the caliber of players that we have on our team. But it was very confusing at the beginning, because when I got the call saying the soccer field fell, well, what did that mean for us? Initially we were told, oh, you'll just be out for a couple days. And obviously that turned into, a month and a half, 5 weeks, whatever it was. So yeah, we were just kind of on the fly every single day. I would wake up and be like, okay, what's the next challenge today? What do we have to figure out? And logistically making sure we had enough stuff for giveaways, concessions, whatever else we were doing, and just, patchwork it together, just to get it together for the fans and the coach and the players.
Absolutely. And, speaking of the fans, too, it seemed like they were really ready to go anywhere you needed them to be to support this team. Take me through that core group and just how their motivation kind of propelled you this last couple of months.
Yeah, that's what was probably the most motivating thing, besides the players and the part-time staff. But the fans that showed up to these games were the true River Dragons fans that really loved coming to the games and really wanted to support the team, wanted to see it for the long term. I can't think, I could go on with names forever as to how the people that showed up and supported us and really just showed positive energy in what could have been a much more difficult situation.
Absolutely. And, as we're, just talking about this sinkhole event, you hear the news yesterday that, we're going to reopen the park. We're taping this on Thursday, August the 15th. The park opens tomorrow, August the 16th at 7 a.m. Obviously, I'm sure you would have liked to have been, having your season still going right now to be able to hop back in. But what are the thoughts just on that first game back for the River Dragons at Lloyd Hopkins Field? And I'd like to talk with you about the other things that the River Dragons do for Lloyd Hopkins outside of the team.
Oh, it's going to be one big celebration, one big welcome home to everybody. Hopefully we have a huge crowd. Hopefully everybody comes out to support. And, it's nice that we're being let in now, because now we have, 8-9 months to plan to get ready for just a fantastic, year 5 opening day. And I just think it's going to be one big gathering, one big community party for everybody.
And on top of that, too, Steve, I wanted to point out that you guys, and correct me if I'm wrong, just because I never directly asked you, but it seemed like you guys were the organizer and the spearheader of club teams coming to play at Lloyd Hopkins. And it displaced a lot of things. Have you had conversations with some of the local club organizations about what next year looks like for them?
Yeah, we've actually had a lot of positive response. We're
Good.
back. We've signed Lewis and Clark is back on for the season. They were definitely excited to get going. I had the conversation with the Marquette people, I believe it was yesterday morning, and they're full on board. The NCBA, we have them signed for Division II for the next, I believe, 2 seasons, so they're on board. Still talking to them about Division I, and that I think was more up in the air, not based on this situation, but more on where we were going with some improvements at the ballpark. We also are, I think, bidding on a Division III tournament potentially. And then just looking at any other tournaments that we can bring in. We've got a company that we deal with that comes and does tournaments September, October. They're super excited to get back out there. So the response has just been great.
On top of that, too, the response from the players I thought was pretty impressive, dealing with this because, whenever we're talking about just the guys in general, they could have easily put the cleats up and said, you know what, let's just focus on the college season. For you, it's got to feel pretty good that they believed in this team, they believed in this community enough to weather the storm, quite literally.
Yeah, that was one thing early on where I was thinking, we're committed on our end to keep this thing going. But in my mind, I'm thinking these guys are 20, 21-year-old baseball players. Are they going to just get frustrated by the movement, having to go to different fields all the time? And, I started to feel them out as we moved along. I was like, hey, guys, thanks for hanging in. Appreciate it. And they all honestly kind of looked at me a little quizzically like, why are you thanking me? And most of them that I spoke to, they were just like, we love this. This is awesome. I had a couple that were like, yeah, it's been a little tough, but, we're making the best of it. But the positivity out of these guys in the class was just awesome and just impressive.
Well, and, I think you guys finished in a good spot, with everything that was being thrown out there. And, it seems like the weather wasn't really the best friend for, the team towards the last.
No, that was tough.
Right. And so going ahead, I mean, have you had conversations yet with some of the current players about maybe coming back? Any of the coaches that you'd like to tease us with so far, or is that still a little too early?
So from a player standpoint, I did talk to a few towards the end of the season. And the one thing that's changed so much about this business now is it's so based on where the coaches want them to go. So I talked to probably 4 or 5 of the guys that were really key members of the team, and every one of them said, we'd love to come back, but it really is up to our coach. So I think that, that's something we'll be addressing once we figure out who our field manager is and coaches going forward. I will say I have extended the offer to Noah Suarez. I think he did an awesome job this year. I'd love to have him back, but I think, as is the players, his situation is dependent on his college coaching job as well. So I think I'll visit with him in the next week or two and see where his situation's at and just get back to planning for some good River Dragon baseball next year.
Well, and honestly, on top of that all too, Steve, is the community sponsors too, that it seems like they're just willing to really support this team. What's your message to the sponsors that, kind of, supported you guys through the sinkhole, and what's 2025 look for the group as a whole that way?
Yeah, from a sponsorship standpoint, really all I could say is thank you. I mean, every single one of them that I've spoken with has been so fully supportive of us. And a lot of them, they just felt bad for the situation. From year one, the sponsors have all been great. I really call them more partners than anything because I see it as a partnership and not just a sponsorship. But, they've been great. And I just really want to thank them and, look forward to welcoming them back in 2025. I really believe the majority of them will be back from my conversations with them. And, they're really the lifeblood of the River Dragons. They, through their support and partnership, we're able to do what we do.
And what I think is really important to touch on, and I know that we've touched on it in different fashions here on RiverBender and other publications, is the community's involvement with host families. When do you guys start looking for host families? I know that you'll need them for the next year. How can someone reach out if they want to be a part of the team in that regard?
Yeah, probably the best way would be to reach out to me. My email address is alton@prospectleague.com would probably be the best route. Host families are kind of an ongoing situation. Sometimes we've got a very, very good core group of them. I love our host families are just awesome. But we do lose a couple every year just because people, change in life or they move or, maybe they move houses, move cities, maybe don't have the space for them anymore. But then we always seem to pick up a few extras. And, the host family program is just amazing because it's really the player becomes part of the family. And when I first got involved in baseball where we were doing host families, it seemed like a really unique concept to me. I kind of like, bringing just somebody you don't know into the house. And then I started seeing these families that connected with these kids. And years later, we're going to weddings and graduations, and they really do become a part of the family. And, even seeing our River Dragon host families, how so many of them still connect with players from years 1 through 3 before this season, and it's just such an incredible program. I just can't say enough good things about it.
Well, and as we're looking towards 2025 after the year that was 2024, what are some events coming down the pipeline? Can we stay tuned to any accolades being handed down, or has that been done so far by the league?
That has not been done. There hasn't been any awards from the league or anything like that. That typically I think would come more. That might come from the winter meetings. We have 2 meetings, the fall, and then I think we have the winter meetings. And if I recall, those get voted on at the winter. So nothing from them. I mean, the league members have been fantastic. Everyone's been super supportive and, very sympathetic at the same time to our situation because, who would think you're displaced for the majority of your season due to a sinkhole? Definitely a unique situation.
Another thing that's really important is the fact that, you really got out there, Steve, yourself and said, I'm committed. I'm committed to the area. You've said that personally to me multiple times.
Absolutely.
How important was it for you to really get in front of this for the public on your own and to just say, guys, we're here. There might be a sinkhole, but my goal is to be right here in the city of Alton.
I think it was very important for me to get out there and let people know that we were committed to the Alton area, the surrounding region, because, a lot of people could have just said enough is enough. There was a tremendous expense that went into continuing with the season, but my family felt that it was important because Alton has been just beyond amazing to me and my family. From day one that we showed up, as to how they treated me, welcomed us into the ballpark, welcomed us into the community. Our goal is to be here for the next however many years the city of Alton will have us, is how long we want to have it. My kids are already debating back and forth who gets to run the team down the line. So yeah, that's a whole nother argument at home. Well, but yeah, no, we were absolutely committed and really wanted everybody to know that we were here to stay.
Well, and Steve, really, just from me personally, I thought it was really good of you to get out in front and kind of let the public know, hey, we're here. And as you look towards 2025, there's still a little bit, left to unpack, I'm sure, for you guys with the sinkhole situation and what that looks like going forward. But I'm not one of those guys that plays the guessing game. I like to wait until we know for sure. So what we do know is that you are coming back in 2025. And what's that final message to the community? 2024 literally sucked into the ground, but 2025 looks pretty darn promising.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess what I've talked to people before about this is we're just hoping that this is maybe a 5-week blip in the history of the River Dragons, just another thing to add to the book. But, we continue to grow. We're looking to bring in a really good team next year, continue to add on more and more events. And, this season I really want to do a lot more promotions, giveaways, stuff to really, for year 5, to really excite the fans, give them a good reason to come out and support us. And, hopefully we've shown through the last few weeks that we are committed. And for that, hopefully they'll return out to support the River Dragons.
Absolutely. And Steve Marso, you always got an advocate for you over here on RiverBender. And thank you so much for your time today. Best of luck this off season. And whenever you have more news to share, feel free to share it here on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate everything, all the support, and we'll see you back in Alton real soon.
Well, who's always in Alton is Sparks Junk Removal, a wonderful supporter of our show, and they are just taking the Riverbend region by storm. Those purple yellow trash cans popping up and mating like bunny rabbits all across the 618. I'm telling you, Steve, it's something special. She took on the big boy of the trash company because she knew that she could do a better service to you, service to the community by keeping the roads clean, all that good stuff. For 30 years, she's been the queen of junk, and now for the next 30, queen of junk and trash. Go to sparksjunkremoval.net and reclaim your space today.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Riverbender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
I should have died out a long time before. Have pity on a dinosaur.
9:42, welcome back. A little Bo Cephas for you. A lot of our daily show on a Monday morning. Man, I am just ready to get right back into work. You know what's weird? And I don't know, maybe I'm just off my rocker today, which could also be a possibility. It seems like we have a really great region for enjoying summer. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just seems like, whenever the summer's going on, it seems like everyone's not really working as much. Not saying we aren't, but I'm just saying we're all kind of going nonstop. But right when August rolls around the corner, it's really great to get the sense of reality back into you. And then it seems like we're all just kind of right back to the grindstone. I don't know. Just something I was thinking about this morning. Hey, the day is the 19th of August, and here's what's happened on this date in history. Some interesting stuff for you. Let me share with you. On this date, in 1791, during the early development of the United States, Benjamin Banneker writes to Thomas Jefferson, and he urged the justice for African Americans. That started on 1791, on this date in history. On this date in 1946, Bill Clinton, born on this date in history. Also, during the Cold War in 1960, captured U.S. spy pilot was sentenced in Russia as the Battle of the Cold War just kept on heating up for the next, 20 years. On this date in 1919, President Wilson appeared before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee during World War I. Also, during the 60s, in art, literature, and film history, the Beatles, they kicked off the U.S. tour at San Francisco's Cow Palace. During the Cold War, yet again, on this date in 1953, CIA-assisted coup overthrows the government of Iran. That happened on this date in 1953. Crazy how history could repeat itself. On this date in 1993, Kim Basinger and Alec Baldwin, they got married on this date in history. Sorry, Kim. On this date in 1934, in European history, a very important, a very big milestone, a very nasty milestone, Adolf Hitler cemented his position of supreme power, and the rest for the next 10 years would be history. And that's what started on this date, August the 19th, 1934. On this date, music history, the guitar Dwayne Allman played on the classic Derek and the Dominoes song Lila sold at auction on this date in 2019 for $1 million. The 1957 Gibson Les Paul Gold Top was Allman's main guitar during the first 2 years of the Allman Brothers and was played on their 1969 self-titled debut album, and the 1970 follow-up, Idle Wild South, Layla, was one of the final recordings that featured Allman playing that guitar, as soon afterwards the guitarist swapped it for a 1959 Les Paul. There you go. Also, on this date in music history, we'll take you all the way back to 1996. James Brown appeared in Montauk, New York as part of his Back at the Ranch tour. Brown, who had a history of domestic violence, offered money that was raised at an event to anti-violence organization called The Retreat, but that was turned down on this date in 1996. On this date in 1988, Crazy by Patsy Cline and Elvis Presley's Hound Dog were announced as the most played jukebox songs of the first 100 years. The jukebox had been around since 1906, but earlier models were seen in 1889. However, Patsy Cline and Elvis, well, they stole the jukebox show. On this date in 1979, American rockabilly singer Dorsey Burnett died from a heart attack at his home in Canoga Park, California. He wrote It's Late, a hit for Ricky Martin and Shakin' Stevens. After his death, singer and friend Delaney Bromlett organized a benefit concert for Dorsey's widow at the Forum, in which Chris Christopherson, Hoyt Axton, Tanya Tucker, Glenn Campbell, Dwayne Eddy, Delaney and Bonnie, Gary Busey, and Roger Miller all appeared. Dorsey Burnett's pioneering contribution to the genre has been recognized by the Rockabilly Hall of Fame. The Commodores started a 5-week run at number 1 on the album chart, or the singles charts, with 3 Times a Lady. Lionel Richie wrote the song about the love of for his wife, mother, and grandmother, hence once, twice, 3 times a lady. Also on this date in music history, in 1973, Rita Coolidge and Chris Christopherson were married in Malibu, and Christopherson had just enjoyed a number 1 country hit with Why Me, which included Coolidge on backing vocals. The couple would divorce about 6 years later. They had a good run, 1979. Led Zeppelin kicked off a North American tour on this date in 1971 at the Pacific Coliseum in Vancouver. The band played to a sold-out crowd of 17,000 fans. Another 3,000 outside who didn't have tickets started a battle with local police. That happened on this date in 1971. Born on this date in history, Nate Dogg, the American rapper, songwriter, and actor Nate Dogg, who began his career as a member of the California rap trio 213 alongside longtime friend Warren G and his cousin Snoop Dogg, born on this date in 1969. And that about does it for us on this date in music history. Hey, while I have you, every day you can discover more about your local history and your family's history with Hainer Library. You know, at Hainer Library's genealogy department and local history department, I've been able to unlock so much knowledge about our area, and I know that you could too. You know, so many times, and my family has a couple of these, you know, those big family tree books. You know, you get up there in your parents' closet, you see there's 40 pages there. You're trying to put them all together. What if you're just starting? How do you start? Well, go over to genealogy and local history at Hainer. They'll put you on the best path forward to identifying and discovering your family's roots. You know, time and time again, Alton's one of the most vibrant portions of Illinois. So much history here, and I got a good feeling that your family contributed to it also. So why don't you start unlocking that with your Hainer Library card? With your Hainer Library card, you unlock so much, it's crazy. We're talking ad-free, for free streaming for movies and TV with Biblio Plus. So why are you paying Netflix $26 when you can get the same for free with your Hainer Library card? Plus, on top of that, the Creative Bug app. We're talking so many things. The library of things. On top of that, the consumer guides, the resource guides, plus just access to our community gym at Hainer Library. For more information, HainerLibrary.org, or hang out with Mary Cordes and myself on the first and last Monday of each and every month as we tackle that very, very important community staple that is Hainer Library. And you can learn more at HainerLibrary.org.
Dream Home Realty Center.
Hey, Sherry. Talk to me, Dream Team. We've got showing.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Naselli on RiverBender.com.
I cannot wait to go see Jeff Lynne. You know, ELO is going to be a great show. It's been kind of a weird... I've never been a concert guy. Like, I'll be honest with you. Never really was. I have been to more shows, I think, the last, 2 years than I have in my entire life. It's been awesome. Like, this year, I got to see Wayne Newton, who was by far one of the best performers I've ever... Just awesome. I mean, you wouldn't think... Wayne Newton was just great. We saw Wayne Newton, Billy Joel, Stevie Nicks. We're going to see Billy Joel again with Sting, ELO. Barry Manilow was great. I mean, I'm telling you, what a summer. Time to get back to reality here on this 19th day of August. Hey, you know, out of Edwardsville, Kyle Perry was part of a two-man breakaway that let through the majority of the race and going on to win the men's category. 1, 2, 3 main event, while Abby Krozik of Memphis, Tennessee won the Women's Pro Open main event race at the 14th annual Busey Bank Edwardsville Rotary Criterium bicycle races Saturday afternoon and evening in downtown Edwardsville, the annual festival, which featured plenty of food, beer, and other activities for families, adults, and children, was another rousing success and has become a late summer staple in the area's calendar. The series of 9 races, plus the annual kids race, often dubbed the greatest race in the world, were all very competitive, and they kept fans on their toes throughout it. It's going great, said race director Brian Muhall. We're still here, but the event's just going great. We've got racers here from at least 9 states, about 200, which is great. Some people do 2 races, but it's a fundraiser for Rotary, and it turns into a great spectator event to see these athletes, and then it turns into a kid-family event, and then a great festival for adults in the entertainment zone to wrap up the night. It's just a great day. It's made even more special by the upcoming centennial celebration of the Edwardsville Rotary Club next spring, as the club turns 100. Thanks for mentioning that, really. Muhall said to Dan Brandon at RiverBender.com, we celebrate our 100th anniversary in April, and I think all of our predecessors, I think they'd be proud of us. I really do. I think back to the Rotary Club in the 1940s, and they're going, you guys are doing what? It's just such a great honor to be in the position to be part of this club. And when it passes 100 years and the criterium's growing to grow, we're going to keep evolving it. One of the major innovations of the event was the addition of the live video board, where fans in the entertainment zone, which had a food truck from local merchants as well as live music and other entertainment, could keep up with the progress of the races, featuring 2 camera angles, and one that concentrated on the final turn heading on home, and one on the start-finish line as well. There are plans to expand the angles for next year, too. The annual fundraiser for the club is an event that Muhall's very proud of, and he should be, but gave credit to the volunteers that helped pull off the event. For more information on this wonderful write-up on RiverBender.com, the story was written by Colin Feeney and Dan Brannon. You can see the in-depth piece on RiverBender.com/sports. Hey, while I have you, we're coming up on top of the hour news. Mike Weller joins us at 10:10. But while I have you, let me talk about something that can all make us smile and always make us, feel a lot better. Cannabis. You know what I'm talking about, connoisseurs? Looking to channel your inner Snoop Dogg? Swing on by. I mean, who wouldn't after the Olympics? Snoop Dogg became like the mascot of the United States 3 weeks ago. If you're looking to channel your inner Snoop Dogg, maybe they're going to give you a call for the 2028 Olympics. You got to swing on by Village Dispensary. For the best cannabis around, they've got a friendly staff that will get you in and out faster than you can say, what? D-O-double-G. Whether you're after vapes, flowers, topicals, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, and or accessories, they've got a stash to make you smile. Locally owned, community rooted, and union built. Village Dispensary believes everyone deserves quality cannabis and education. That's why I really appreciate them. If you've never used cannabis before, maybe you're just trying to get through some pain, maybe you're having some appetite issues from something else going on, well, they'll sit you down. They'll talk to you. They won't make you feel rushed like the lady at Casey's when you buy the lottery tickets and you got me behind you that's getting ready to hit you. No, not at Village Dispensary. They pull you off to the side. They talk with you. They talk through it with you, and they help you make an informed decision at villagedispo.com for their amazing selection. And remember, don't forget to tell them that CJ sent you over their way, because it is a joint effort. That's Village Dispo or villagedispo.com. We are coming up on top of the hour news, and we'll come back with that right after this on RiverBender.com and on Roku TV. Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pins. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit villagedispo.com and shop now.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Get paid to go solar. We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1,000,000. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Welcome back, 10:02. There's Mike Weller. We got a couple of minutes before we're talking about AP Cigar After Hours, but while I have you, here's what's happening around the Riverbend at 10:02. Make sure you sign up for that daily email update where you can join myself and 80,000 people that are in the know each and every day of the work week and on Saturdays with Around the Riverbend. We'll take you to St. Louis first. Charles Thomas, 25, of Hazen Avenue in St. Louis, has been charged with unlawful possession of a firearm, held on $30,000 cash-only bond. Thomas was involved in a disturbance at the Metrolink staircase on Hanley Road on the evening of August the 13th. Metro Security reported the incident, leading officers to detain several individuals. Thomas was later seen abandoning a backpack in the BP gas station, which contained a stolen, fully loaded Glock 19. After attempting to flee, he was apprehended at the Heritage Care Center. The St. Louis County Police are conducting the ongoing investigation. Also in the news today, the St. Louis County Prosecuting Attorney's Office has charged Daniel Woodard, 34, of Florissant, Missouri, with endangering the welfare of a child. Woodard is held on a $100,000 cash-only bond following the incident on the 13th of August. When police responded to a potential child overdose at a residence, officers found a 1-year-old exhibiting overdose symptoms who later tested positive for methamphetamine and fentanyl. Both parents admitted to using meth before placing the child in bed. The child and sibling, they're now in protective custody. The investigation is ongoing, and accusations pending court proceedings. My apologies, a weird tagline on that. Also in the news, at Lewis and Clark Community College on the 13th of September, Taylor Made, a tribute to Taylor Swift. The tribute concert will feature songs from Swift's 11 albums performed by Taylor Made, a high-energy 6-piece band from Edwardsville, Highland, and Alton. All proceeds will benefit the Alton Youth Symphony and Alton Symphony Orchestras, supporting their mission to provide exceptional musical experiences and educational opportunities for young musicians. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. and the show starts at 7:30. Tickets can be purchased online for $19.89. Pretty clever there. A couple of final bits of news for you today. The Edwardsville Dare Car Show was an extraordinary event once again on Sunday, August the 18th. It drew a large crowd and featured numerous impressive entries. With over 40 vehicle classes and 8 motorcycle classes, the show provided a diverse array of cars, trucks, tractors, and motorcycles. The first 350 vehicles to enter received a commemorative 2024-Black. This marks the 32nd time the Edwardsville Police have hosted this important event. The annual car show serves as the primary fundraiser for the Edwardsville Dare program, which impacts over 1,500 students annually and more than 15 13 schools, proceed support, educational materials, and other necessary resources. Now let's see if I can take a look at weather. Yeah, there we go. 77 degrees. It feels like 86. Yep, that humidity hit us in the nose today. Probably why I'm starting to feel a little bit worse. Hey, air quality today is ranked at moderate. It's almost at 70, 65 right now on our dial. Grass is at 12, which is moderate. Mold is low. Ragweed's at moderate levels too. Tree levels are low. The UV index is very high. Temperatures reach 81 degrees today, drop down to 56 overnight as we head into Tuesday. On Tuesday, a high of 76 degrees, a low of 55. On Wednesday, a high of 76, a low of 53. On Thursday, when we're doing our first remote of the week, a high of 80 degrees, a low of 57. And on Friday, a high of 85, a low of 65. And for all of you, this is the first time I can say this in a while. No rain in the forecast predicted for the next 5 days. How about that? Until tomorrow, and then it all changes. Hey, for time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Bounce Back, Rehab, Recover, and Return Home. Today, mostly sunny and pleasant. Tonight, clear and cooler, but right now, as it sits, it's 77 degrees with 72% humidity. It feels like 86 out there at 10:07, and that's a look at what's happening around the Riverbend. Hey, before I take a quick break, let me fill you in on Sparks Junk Removal and Hauling. You know I love Denise Sparks. She is one of the best. For 30 years, she's been the queen of junk, and for the next 30, she'll be the queen of junk and the queen of trash. You know, she decided that enough's enough. Let's have a tried and true, locally owned trash company again, and she has just been off to the races. Those purple and yellow trash cans are mating like bunny rabbits because she cares about her clients and the environment. You know, you never see trash flying off of Denise Sparks' trucks. You know why? Because she holds everybody accountable, and I'm telling you what, it's the best. Rusty Wheat has nothing but positives to say about how they maintain their trucks, making sure no litter is hitting the roadway. You know what I like about Sparks Junk Removal and Hauling? When you call them, guess who you get on the phone? Denise Sparks. It's that cool. Go to sparksjunkremoval.net today and see if you can reclaim your space and start your new journey with the queen of junk and now the queen of trash at sparksjunkremoval.net. And don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way. Hey, we're going to take a look at downtown Alton. Come back with Mike Weller and company right after this on RiverBender.com and on Roku TV.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts No. 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Here we go, 10-11. AP Cigar Company, Mike Weller, Josh Dowdy. First time I've had Josh in studio. How are you doing, man? Well, this is exciting. After hours.
AP After Hours.
Fill me in. Max in downtown, right on 3rd Street. What a better location, for an after-hours event than Max.
Well, we didn't want to drive either. So,
good point.
Yeah, walking distance is where it's at.
Good point, man.
Yeah. No, so, name a better patio to enjoy cigars on. Heat in the winter, AC in the summer, a million TVs. I'm pretty sure. I lose count. I tried to count the other day. I just stopped counting, so.
That's what happens with me, too.
No. Right. It's like, I'm like, this is going to be absolutely perfect. Plus, the service, the staff, everything that they do is so consistent. So we couldn't pick and especially so close to the shop. We wanted to be close to the shop. So what we do on Thursday nights, we close at 6, and then we wanted to do something to, kind of just go have some food and drinks with our customers, and then wanted to invite other people, maybe Max customers, to check our stuff out. And we've been working on setting this stuff up about a year. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So just kind of ironing out details. We just didn't want to, we wanted to put the best face forward and have everything worked out nicely. So working with Robbie, everything's kind of panned out.
Well, and Josh, I heard you're pretty much the boss of the shop.
He really is.
Yeah. What's it like going to be when you're able to close the doors and just walk over with Mike to Max and enjoy with, an additional customer base there, too?
So, it's kind of what we do normally anyway.
I was like, no, it's not too much different than every other day.
I'll shut the hell up.
Every other day, we just shut the doors and go.
So, I don't drink, but we go over and have dinner at Max all the time, so we're kind of just inviting the customers to come do like what we normally do and hang out outside of the shop.
Well, what you just said's cool too, because not everyone's a drinker from what I'm starting to realize now, and being able to have an opportunity where, hell, some people might have a drink, some might not, but just to go relax with some good cigars and just good conversation.
And good food.
Yeah.
And Max is a good atmosphere for that too, because there's a lot of places around. I won't name any names, but if you're not drinking, you don't really belong there. So, but Max is
true.
Max is great because there's all sorts of different, diversity and walks of life there. So there's always conversations. We'll
and
be smoking
kids.
Some
cigars, there's even kids there. We're gonna bring flavored cigars for the kids.
Our popsicle cigars.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We don't serve kids.
I want to thank everybody for a great 2 years on the show. But getting back into this, I'm excited because we're going to try to do a live show Thursday nights down there, and to have some people coming and just having conversation. That's really what the whole atmosphere of AP Cigar is about, too.
It is, and whenever I was working with John and talking, and then you kind of snuck in and was eavesdropping on our conversation.
Had to,
right, and your point of view was beautiful. From like, well, wait, you guys sit around and smoke cigars and talk. Well, I sit around and talk to people. We just don't smoke cigars inside. So you're like, can I come over and do something here? Like, yeah, absolutely, bro. How awesome would that? Talk to some of the customers, whatever. It's such a beautiful thing. We've talked before on the show. It's really not so much about the cigar. It's supposed to be about elevating what you're doing. And if it's conversation with somebody new or somebody that you've known in your lifetime, that's what it's about. It's just elevating that experience.
Well, you're right, man, because look at the beer garden, on a Thursday night or a Friday night or hell, even any night really, but everyone's coming together. It seems like people from different age groups are just chatting it up. Hey, how are you been? I haven't seen you in a while. And you're right. What better venue to really kind of tie all that together too?
Yeah. And, we wanted to do something. We can't sell liquor. We don't have, a kitchen. We don't have any TVs in our cigar shop. So, when we want to go watch, the fights, or if we want to go eat, and then have a cigar right afterwards, that's exactly what we do.
Where we go.
Yeah, so
That's what I think so cool about this.
Yeah.
You're just doing what you normally do.
Kind of just doing what we normally do. We're just inviting everybody to come join us.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out a place to do an event, and we're like, well, we come to Max to like meet and talk about the stuff, and we're like, why don't we just come here? So that's kind of what happened.
we take reps there when they're done working. So like we're always going there anyway. So it just seemed to be like a perfect fit, and we just had to work it out with Robbie and Mac, and everybody was super excited to do something.
Well, I mean, I'm not trying to get you in trouble here, but I'm reading on the official event listing. Join us for a free appetizer, cash bar, full delicious menu, of course, off-track betting, which we all know, tons of TVs, but the poker machines as well. Free appetizer. How'd you swing this one?
Well, so it's easy. Just throw money at them. So here's what we're doing, and Josh did a lot of the numbers and stuff. So and actually briefed me right before we walked in. Yep. But
good job, Josh.
Yeah, no, that's his. He keeps me straight. Yeah. So but yeah, so you come in at so it's going to be from 6:30 to 9:30, the very last Thursday of every single month. So Halloween, Thanksgiving.
Day after Christmas.
Day after Christmas. We will be there. Yep. Max goes 365. We're not that crazy, but we will not miss an event.
We're pretty crazy.
That's true.
We're usually open on like Thanksgiving, Christmas, stuff like that. Just like the occasional couple hours here and there.
Well, that's what I like, Josh, because that's what you guys are all about, is to have that opportunity. Because hell, we all been a part of Christmas time, and every once in a while we all need about an hour or maybe 4 to get away. And
that's why I
2 weeks or
2
years. Sometimes 2 years. Like I did Christmas with you guys. I'm good for a minute. So Josh started opening up just because, almost never does like a family event take all day long. And man, and there's a lot of people that come into town and maybe they're only in town for the day, and it's like, man, it sucks they didn't get to experience the shop because we're closed. And what are we doing? Well, we're not doing.
I'm gonna go home and smoke cigars by myself, so I might as well open up the shop and have people hang out.
So doing this event on the last Thursday of the month was we had to. That was kind of one of the biggest deals was. And then we just picked last because it's the easiest to remember.
Yeah. Well, and too, Mike, not a lot of people have a lot of family left. And because there's times where we'll go into, I've stopped by a bar, the day after Christmas or even the days leading up to it, and they're there because they don't have a family to really go to and spend time with. So that's cool.
We have those folks too, and that's kind of really why we opened up, to give them a spot to not sit at home alone.
Right.
And when I quit drinking, I used to go to bars every holiday. I'd get done at the family stuff, and then I'd be hanging out at the bar until super late. The bars were always busy. So now that I don't drink anymore, I'm at the cigar shop. So I'm like, I might as well open up because people are looking to hang out after. Some people don't go to sleep till midnight, so we just hang out.
Well, what I think's cool is too that you're that there's a T-shirt that's coming with this.
Yes. Yeah. So getting back into it. So last Thursday of the month, 6:30 to 9:30. Appetizer is going to roll out real close to 6:30. If you walk into the beer garden, there is a back section kind of close to, I guess, the furthest away from Bell Street. And then it holds 20, 30 people. And we're not we don't have to stay there at all. But we're going to bring the appetizer up there so that I'll come in. And then, we'll have cigar deals from different vendors each month. The event T-shirt will have our logo on it, Max logo on it. Plus, it'll say AP After Hours at Max. I did do something I didn't tell Josh until just now. So, because he loves when I do this.
How many times has this happened, John?
All the time.
It's been happening a lot recently.
Yeah, I've really had a bug up my butt, So each month we're doing this, and I think I'm going to try to mix up the shirt color every
colors.
month.
You did tell me that.
Damn.
Oh, see, Josh is a step ahead, man.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I can catch him. So,
Well, what's the big prize?
So the big prize is going to be, it'll vary from rep to rep. Yep. So, if we have, I'm going to drop cigar companies that, you may or may not know, but, there's a cigar company called Gurkha. If the rep comes through, they're going to do a day event at the shop, and then the evening event will be the after hours at Max. So what our goal is to bring in, 10, 11, 12 different reps for next year. So we're really ironing out all the wrinkles in the next few months, gauging the crowds, and then, we can push this to the cigar industry and see who wants to throw an awesome party for our local customers here. So this is, we've advertised the last couple of years to everyone away,
right,
to say, hey, we have a cigar shop right here in Alton, and we've brought those people in. We've done really well. Now, since this is, AP and Max, it's really more of a local thing, local-ish, right?
Right.
So we really just want to concentrate, and you're going to get a deal on cigars.
Yep.
You get a free T-shirt for the event. I went a little crazy on the shirt quality, so we have like the super soft, nice.
They're gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
what did you let him do over there, John?
So he was stuck working, so I was at the shirt. I was at Alton Printing by myself, so you can't leave me unattended. I spend dumb money. So
we had a plan of execution like before he went, and then he comes back and goes, so we had a plan, and I went totally against that plan.
I
was
didn't
like,
go
okay.
against that plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
We went a whole different direction, and that's fine.
Yeah. So, certain things we wanted to do just were really, really unfeasible. So, we just kind of went back to kind of somewhat simple and basic. We wanted to do like logos on each sleeve.
Yeah.
But then it's like $2 and $2, and you're like, oh,
that starts to add up. Really fast,
man. So, but we're gonna print. I got 40 shirts coming for the first one this month, August 31st. Yeah, August 31st. And then I think we'll just keep those colors, whatever's left.
Yeah.
But we'll just bring in a new color for the next month. So
there you go.
Yeah. So like October, obviously we're gonna do orange with black, and then I think the color for August is a light green. So we kind of got close to that. So yeah, I'm just just trying to like have some fun, and you can have 12 shirts. 12 different colors if you come to all of them or whatever. So,
well, and how much is it for the shirt?
So the shirt comes. So what we've done is we packaged up basically the cigar deal. You get a T-shirt, and then you get a event for a big prize, or a ticket for a big prize. So we're actually going to draw for that prize that night. So if there's 10 of you, that's awesome. You have a 1 in 10 chance to win something.
One person shows up, they get the prize.
Obviously, they're going to win. So, I don't know if that's. Hopefully that's not going to happen.
I don't think so.
I don't want 4 people over a whole weekend.
All one of you out there come to get the prize, and then if 40 people show up, then
right.
Well, so how much is the ticket and the T-shirt?
No. So the cigar deal, this month it's just going to be $50. We're going to try to
Are
make
you
sure.
serious?
So you get 4 cigars for the $50, which is a discounted deal.
Oh my God!
You get the free
Plus
appetizer. And a T-shirt, and then you get entry automatically into it. So you don't have to buy anything. Just show up, and if you want this deal on these cigars, that's how you get the shirt and the raffle ticket.
And we'll have other cigars for sale.
As well. We're gonna take other cigars.
That's cool.
Right there. So we actually will probably take some popsicles, and we will.
Yeah,
we call them popsicles. They're flavored cigars.
Really?
Yeah, we'll take some popsicles in. We'll have cherry and this and that, and it'll be But we want to bring like a small representation of our shop over. So if you see us pushing the old AP cigar cart, that's cool as hell though. Don't rob us.
Yeah.
That's our whole life in that cart. So don't take it. But yeah, so we're gonna just try to spread our love a little bit. Mac and Robbie both have been absolutely so gracious to me, my mom. Us down here, and and then plus he's got the venue that is climate controlled and pretty, and he's not one that wants to settle either, and so we're kind of in the same boat.
Well, you guys have a same idea too. It's about working together to achieve more. It's like ridiculous. We're at this point where it seems like, and not here locally in Alton, but especially in other communities, it's become like factions, where it's like we all got to do this on our own. And
absolutely. Man, when we had the ribbon cuttings not that long ago, and I think I was here before that, right?
Yeah.
There was people from all over at both of them. It was absolutely beautiful. Like, ones that you would think, hated you. Maybe they do. That's why they're there. I don't know. But,
it could be.
but it was still, it was very genuine. It was really, I thought, really pretty, man.
It was crazy. I wasn't expecting it to be a turnout, and I show up to work, and there's already like 20 people there.
Way too many people there. So it was a really beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So I want to thank the community for coming out. And
then our customers turned out too, because after they did the ribbon cutting, I had people in the shop for the next 4 hours just hanging out, celebrating our ribbon cutting ceremony. So it was really cool.
Yeah. So one of our fans went down. And then within one day, 2 different customers went and got us new fans. And so I come in, I go, Josh, you buy all these? I'm just thinking, just planning ahead, like where the money went.
Happens, yeah,
right. And I go, did you buy these? And he goes, no. This guy showed up before we opened with one, and this guy came later with one. And I'm like, look how much positive experience we give our customers to where like whenever we got, with something, we needed something, they just came through. So I was just like, it's like, it was, it's sometimes it's like a whole bunch of stuff happening at once and it'll make you overwhelming. But then if you step back and look, you're like, oh, we're doing a good job in this town.
Yeah.
We provide something unique here. So.
Well, I'm sure that fan goes a long way too, because I mean, throughout the year, you guys deal with a ton, especially with your other properties, and you're moving around all the time. So to be able to have a moment to where someone's taking a couple of minutes, two people or two of your customers, and thinking about you, that's got to be the coolest damn thing.
It's a
jolt in the ass, really.
People bring us, snacks and food.
All
the time.
Yeah.
I mean, But we're
so fortunate.
It was just,
cool.
It was really neat that this goes down on one day, and then 2 days later, a couple customers.
Yeah, because if we went out looking for a fan, it'd be an hour and a half, 3 hour process because we'd go to one place to find it, they'd be out, and then that would be like half of our Monday.
Right.
Yeah. So,
or I'd just go try to buy a fan company and start.
He'd get frustrated at the first fan he missed, and then he'd try to create our own company.
It'll be a whole nightmare.
Well, this is really cool, guys. I mean, a year in the making to finally get to this point. What's it feel like? Now, is it nerve-wracking now that we're here?
Well, we wanted to, our biggest thing was like, how do we get folks to stay at the event, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that was like what we really had to go back and forth on. That's me, sorry. We had to really go we were trying to just run scenarios through and then it was where are we going to go? What if it gets to be 60 people working with you? So we have to not just plan this event, but events in the future.
You got to,
just in case it does become, what we want it to become.
Yeah.
And so it was everything else, and it's we would go to Max and literally talk about it, and well, look at all this space, So it finally started to come together pretty well. And then the final thing was that we overcame mentally was how do we get people to stay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so it's let's feed them and then give them something awesome at the end.
Right.
So that way they're just going to sit there for a couple hours, enjoy cigars, watch football. Thursday night football's getting ready to start in September.
In true cigar nature, after the prize is drawn, there's probably going to be people hanging out for the next 30 minutes to hour or so.
So we're hoping in the future, we'll have a particular brand that'll come through, and we will book our events with these companies on that last Thursday.
Mm-hmm. That's
so
cool.
They'll do a daytime, and then so a lot of our customers, they work during the day, so they can come to the nighttime, and if they're working nights, they can come during the day event. So we're giving our customers complete opportunity to take advantage of all the rep deals.
That's really cool. Well, and now, do you got any upcoming vendors you want to kind of plug for the next couple of months, or is it going to be 1 month at a time rollout?
So, that's right now we're just going to, I think we'll have, I don't really want to plug too many.
Okay.
We're going to stay as close to the, we're probably going to work to the last minute on every single month on
Well,
those.
I bet. I could see that.
Just because it's that we're not on their agendas.
Right.
So we're going to try to force them to come do this stuff because we'd like to get a couple reps in just to get their feedback to how we can make this event better for the reps itself. So we still have a little more research to do, but we can definitely enjoy some cocktails while we're figuring it out.
Hell yeah.
Or I will.
I
always drink Josh's for him. So
I'll just drink coffee.
Then he drives me back. So.
Well, I got a question for you. How do we get the special for the $50 for the 4 cigars, the appetizer, the T-shirt, and the raffle?
So the app's free no matter what.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So anybody that attends,
come up. I mean, prefer if you're a cigar smoker, but you want a couple toasted raviolis or whatever's out there, come on up, and you can purchase right then and there because we want you to be present.
Yeah.
And then we want you to, you're getting a discount off the cigars. Then the T-shirt just comes with it. Then the raffle drawing just comes with it. So show up at Max 6:30. When do we? Oh,
6:30.
We're drawing at 9.
We're drawing at 9, but we'll be going steady. We'll pack up at about 9:30.
Okay.
So,
And I wanted to amend. You said the 31st earlier. It's the 29th. It's going to be this month. Yeah, August 29th.
Yeah, I'm on other months already.
No, it's okay.
I'm here with you, man.
Yeah, I just want to.
That's why it's easier for me to go last Thursday of every single month, no matter
super
what.
Easy. This month it'll be the 29th.
You put numbers involved, I'm done. I can't do numbers.
Same here, man. Right. I'm telling you this though, if you guys want to have a good old time, hang out with Mike, Josh, and myself, August the 30th or 29th.
Good job, buddy. Last
August
Thursday
the 29th, the last Thursday of each and every month, and you've done the math right. That includes Halloween, Thanksgiving, and the day after Christmas.
Yep.
Wonderful opportunity to go hang out at Max, a great spot, of course, the staple, and of course, hang out with Mike and Josh, and learn how to smoke cigars the right way.
Yeah, well, we love showing people. That's actually some of our more.
Yeah.
That's my favorite customer is the.
Because I've never smoked one.
Yeah, you're gonna enjoy one on air.
I will. I don't know.
On air?
I've done all. Yeah, I might as well.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
All right, so
That's the whole vibe.
Tune in to watch CJ's first cigar.
There we go.
There we go.
How much do I choke and gag? We'll find out.
Oh, it's gonna be exciting. Well, you don't want to inhale.
Right.
Yeah,
there you
just Bill Clinton. CJ, get us off this.
10:30. I need to take a break. We got the athletics director for Alton High School coming up in just a couple of minutes, and I'm excited for Thursday.
It's gonna be fun.
We hope you are too. You stay there. I'll stay here on RiverBender.com and on Roku TV. Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit villagedispo.com and shop now.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Get paid to go solar. We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Welcome back, 10:33. All right, Chris, I've never asked you this. I waited to the air.
Okay.
Kusnerick or Kusnerick?
Kusnerick.
Gosh dang it. Dad, you let me know. You know, anytime we get to talk about our student athletes, and we got some really great ones here in the school district, it's always great to talk about the start of the year because it seems like everyone kind of gets their hats back on, whether you're a parent, a business, you name it. And we all start focusing on the local athletics. And Chris, how's it been since the school year started just 3 days ago?
Well, it's craziness as always, but we're starting to settle in. And, you know, every year's a new year. And so you have that freshness and excitement with new kids coming into the building, new teachers, administrators, etc. And but no, we're excited, looking forward to this week. This is a big week for us leading up to the annual Red and Gray scrimmage on Friday night at Public West Stadium.
Well, and I mean, that's one of my favorites because it seems like right off the bat from 4 o'clock, even before everything starts, West starts to get full up. And then there's like these mini rivalries in themselves, all lighthearted, of course, but just, you know, maybe families and friends sticking next to each other and kind of having those friendly ones. But nothing more fun for me personally in Alton High than the red and gray scrimmage game to start every year.
Yeah, it should be a fun night. Obviously, we'll have the boys soccer team that'll be scrimmaging. The girls volleyball team is going to scrimmage inside of West Elementary once again. And then we'll have our football team scrimmage. This year is a little bit unique because the IHSA is allowing teams to actually scrimmage another high school.
Whoa.
And so this is something that's totally different. First time ever. They're calling it a week 0 game. And so we actually have made an agreement with Granite City. So Granite City will be coming in and scrimmaging our varsity team versus their varsity team. The parameters are each team gets 24 plays on offense. So we're going to break it down to 12, 12, 12, and 12. But it'll give, obviously, our kids an opportunity to go against someone different than who they've been practicing against all week. No special teams, no kickoffs, no punts,
Really
that type of
cool.
thing.
Yeah.
So it's basically plays. If there's a turnover of some sort, a fumble and interception, you just go back to the line of scrimmage and continuing your segment of 12 plays in a row. But we're excited. It'll be something we think is going to be kind of neat. Next year, we'll return to Granite and go down to Granite. So we'll probably have to tweak our annual red and gray scrimmage a little bit. But no, it should be a unique situation, but should be a lot of fun.
I really like that, though, because for a lot of student athletes, regardless of whatever sport it is, it seems like that first couple of minutes of the first game of the season is always nerve-wracking. And hell, if you fumble a snap, at least you don't have to worry about going and picking it up in the end zone. You know, it's let's get our reps together. Let's go out there and get everything going on the same page. And for the fans, that's exciting, too, to have another team come in.
Yes, exactly. And so it's something that's similar. Over in Missouri, they do what they call jamborees, and they actually do it for all their team sports. So like soccer, basketball, baseball. I could see this mushrooming and to maybe affecting possibly other team sports down the road. I think once some of the other team sports see the success, because it is kind of neat, getting an opportunity to go against someone different than your own team. And so you get some of those butterflies out of the way, like you said, and get a chance to put the uniform on and go against someone different before that first game when it really counts.
Well, and I wanted to ask you about just some of the things in the offseason that maybe the public's not aware of. Is one of the coolest things was this new summer league that you guys have on Sundays with every soccer team, it seemed like, came out to West and had these really nice pickup games. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, that was something, and a lot of that goes to Coach Nacella. It was something
and
that
I don't give him credit.
I got to. But they'd done it over at Roxana the year before, and we'd participated, and Roxana didn't want to continue it. And so, credit to Greg. He grabbed onto it, and it went extremely, extremely well. They're playing, across the field, so they've got actually 4 teams going out there at one time, which is kind of nice. I think it was 9 versus 9, if I remember right. And just a nice setup where they get down there. We've got great facilities.
Yeah, you do.
It was in the evening, so we didn't have to worry about weather too much as far as with cooler temperatures typically. But that's a credit to Greg to give his chance, to give his kids a chance to get out there and play.
Well, also I heard there's a new some improvements going on to the Alton High soccer field. Is that coming down the pipeline?
Yes, that's coming down the pipe. Hopefully next spring we'll be turfing that field.
Wow.
Which is exciting. We'll also be turfing the infield of our varsity baseball field and turfing the infield of our varsity softball field. And so that'll be a project. We were hoping that it was going to get started sooner than later. The anticipation that we have for the spring is obviously sky high because of it's going to help us so much more in terms of not having to worry about rainouts as much in softball and baseball. And then with the soccer field, we also are going to put in football lines. So as far as practice, band, it's really going to be a multi-purpose situation.
Well, and I like that because at first I used to never like the shared field until I saw it in action. When you go down to West and you drive by it and you see everyone kind of working together, and I think it creates more of a dialogue for the teams as a whole, because I think for a success, and you know more about this than I do, but for a successful athletic department, you got to have all the teams on the same page and openly communicating in some way, shape, or form. And that helps.
Yeah, you definitely see that down at West, and we'll see it up here at Piasol Motor Fuel Stadium once we get that turfed. Multiple teams practicing at the same time. And it just gives you so many more options. Our physical education department can use that. They can go up there. A lot of just different opportunities that we'll be able to utilize those fields once it's done.
I used to never like the turf baseball infield until I actually, with the River Dragons, just doing their PA announcing, it's crazy how well and true the field plays for being turf.
Yeah,
compared to dirt.
And that's something. You don't have to worry about the bad bounce per se. And then the thing is, more and more schools in our conference have went that route. Both Bellevilles have went that route. O'Fallon and Edwardsville already had. So that way it'll be a little bit more consistent for our teams. But the most important thing is being able to practice and play a more consistent basis. Unless you've got lightning or severe, thunderstorms, if you have a little bit of rain in the afternoon or a lot of rain possibly, clears up by game time, you're playing because it's going to drain and everything's going to be good.
Well, and then that helps the mental factor for the teams because that's a lot on, especially the spring teams. I always felt bad for the tennis and the soccers out there, the girls' soccers and baseball and softball because man, it's got to be tough that last week to try to cram some of the games in that you lost because of an afternoon shower.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and you're cutting it close. You're waiting to the last minute with busing and all this things. It definitely comes into play. But no, we're excited. Our baseball team in recent years has been fortunate enough. We've been able to go out to Gordon Moore. They've worked really, really well. We've been able to go out at Hopkins and use that field. But our softball program didn't have that option.
Right.
We didn't have a turf field in the community, and so I'm real excited for our softball program being able to have that ability to play more games.
Really cool. You got a moment to stick around?
Oh yes, you bet.
Time's 10:40 on this Monday morning. We'll take a quick break. More of our daily show hits you next right after this on RiverBender.com and on Roku TV.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Welcome back, 10:43. A little bit of change on this Monday morning, the 19th day of August, as we are continuing our conversation with all things Alton Athletics. You guys have one of these, seriously, Chris, one of the greatest supporting systems in the Alton Athletic Association. And what's it mean to you in your position as the Alton High School Athletic Director to go, hey, when I'm driving down the road, all of my athletes are being, showcased on banners. There's all this positivity. Paint the town red. It's got to make the job feel good and a little bit easier.
Yeah, that Redbird Pride really shows out well, and it's really unique and cool for our community to be able to do that. And all the credit goes to the Alton Athletic Association of what they've done. And so they really have taken that up to a different level, and we're extremely appreciative. It's unbelievable how thrilled those kids are when they come in to get their pictures taken in late July for their banners or when they're selected, and then when they get a chance to keep them, because when they graduate and they move on, they get their banner, and it's just been a fantastic endeavor. And like I said, the credit goes to the people that were involved in that, mainly the Alton Athletic Association.
What's it like to know, too, that a lot of your athletes have not only achieved on the field, but they're achieving very highly inside of the classroom, too?
Yeah, that's something when you look at our athletic programs. Last year on the varsity level, we only had, if I remember right, only 3 or 4 athletic teams that did not meet the IHSA requirements for team recognition, which is having a 3.0 or higher unweighted, during their particular season. And so that is something that a lot of credit to the kids, obviously, also a credit to the coaches, because some of the coaches have really started to emphasize the academic side apart, because when they haven't seen their team listed in that top or above that 3.0, they've kind of used that as motivation. And so, yeah, it's been great. And that's something that we're very, very proud of, because they truly are student athletes. And we talk about that all the time. You're student first, athlete second, because ultimately sometime, the athletic side of things is going to end. But the things that you're doing on the student side of things are going to carry you all the way through the rest of your life.
Another good component, a great component for the department is honestly Andy in the training department. And I didn't realize the work that he has to do to really make sure whether or not, the wet bulb is, where it needs to be, the temperatures are where they need to be to keep them safe. That way, plus on the flip side, being everywhere at, all places at all times. Fill me in on having someone like Andy a part of the team.
Well, Andy is top notch. He's as good as you're going to find. He's very, very, well liked and known really throughout the state of Illinois. He's very, very involved in the IADTA, which is his state association. But we, fortunately for the district, we appreciate everything that he's done over the years, and because of that, we've actually expanded his program, and we've hired an assistant athletic trainer this year.
Really?
And so we've taken it to another level, and all the credit goes to the district administration and our board of education, seeing the need that is there. And so we've actually hired a new assistant, a young gal by the name of Sydney Ray, who's coming down from Lewis University. And so she started just about a week ago. So the other thing is it's going to allow us to expand some of our athletic training abilities to the middle school, because that's been an area where they really have not had that when it comes to whether it be injury, prevention, whether it be treatment, whether it just be game coverage. And so now it's kind of cool and neat that we've got 2 certified athletic trainers, here working at Alton High School.
Well, and another thing I wanted to direct our public to, just in case, because, so many more are starting to share online and social media. Let me direct you to altonathletic.org. We'll take you over here now, where you can see some of the upcoming matches, to where you can share and support, but also to get some merchandise, too, and help support that way and keep the community pride going. It seems like the students at Alton High love all the merchandise, and they're just in for every bit of spirit where they can find, too.
Yes, very much true, and that's something. And the website this year has got a new look this year. It's went to more of a collegiate look, which is kind of cool. And so, yeah, if there's ever any questions, if you want to see pictures of athletes, rosters, schedules, everything is on there. Various files and links that you might need, as a parent or student athlete. And so we try to update that almost daily, to provide information, for the people out in the community so they can follow things.
How about this? We'll just take you right to the team store. I'm loving this. What a website. This is easy to find, and just another way that we can support in a different way that is always good. And now, getting back to the red and gray game, what's your favorite part of this? Because now that you've had a couple of years under the belt now, and you're getting the reps in, what's it do it for?
I think just seeing everyone back, because we just get so many people to come back out. It almost feels like a normal home game. Seeing the people excited, coming out wearing their red and showing their pride. The Redbird Nest, usually you have a great contingent that night too. But it's just neat to see everyone back together in that setting, because it is one of the more neater settings when it comes to high school sports, really in all of Southern Illinois, if not the state of Illinois. It's just a unique setting that it's really cool to watch a game there.
Well, and another thing, and I'm not saying this because you're here and a little bit bigger than me, but, not to patronize you, but you are really great at letting people work with you, too. If someone's got an idea, I've noticed that, hey, just give me a call and let's see how we can make this work if we can. And there's been a lot of growth just that way, especially the coolest thing has been the Battle of the Bowl. I love the soccer game. I think it's one of my, because as a high school student, I tried for years to get us to play Marquette. No one would do it. But it's just things like that. It's going out and knowing that, hey, I can pick up the phone and call and just say, hey, I'd like to do something if possible, and you're willing to always answer, it seems like.
Yeah, a lot of people were nervous, I think, at first, maybe on the administrative side, of getting that series going again, both on the girls and the boys side. But so far during my tenure, it's been a great setup there. Both teams have competed and done well. Both sides have really won on both the girls and the boys side, and then we've had great crowds, really good crowds. And so that's the thing that's been kind of neat, is there's that rivalry, but it's been a friendly rivalry, and I think that's important for the community.
That's why I love the district so much, because we have a unique setting with having some private schools in the area too, where maybe the kids that we were going to middle school with, well, now we just took a little bit of a different path, but we'll compete in a different way, with a friendly or some type of good cause to kind of go by that. But really, Chris, I just think you're doing a great job at the athletic department. Is there anything you need to direct our attention to?
No, just like I said, we're excited for this school year, and once again, we look forward to having our fans out there, attending our games. We've obviously got the fall season going. We're excited. Also, we think the winter season is going to be a lot of fun with the girls basketball program that we've got back, and then even the boys side of things. I think Coach Dudley's done a fantastic job. I mean, I think they're setting themselves up for a big winter too. And then when you lead into the spring, we've got our regional champs on the baseball side of things that will be returning a real good nucleus, and with Scott Harper.
Coach Harper's done a good job.
And so, I mean, we've got a lot of good things going on here at Alton High School, and we hope that the community will continue to support us like they have.
I'm glad you mentioned the winter sports, because I don't think I would have left this studio if I did not mention the Lady Redbirds. Man, everyone's really doing great, and it's got to be a great problem to have with all these teams firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, it's been neat, and when you look at the fan base that has really just shot up during the last 5 years, and it's just been a lot of fun, and a lot of the credit goes to the girls and the coaches, and they definitely appreciate the support they get from the community.
Really cool. We'll take a quick break. Thank you so much for stopping by today.
No problem at all.
Welcome.
Appreciate it anytime.
We'll have to do one again for the winter season too. Definitely. Right. We'll take a quick pause here at 10:51. We'll wrap up the Monday that was right after this on RiverBender.com and on Roku TV. Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
I may become a highwayman again.
Welcome back, 10:54. A little bit of change on this Monday morning.
Single drop of rain.
Woo.
But I will remain. I'll be back again.
The time is 10:54. Hey, I wanted to fill you in. Dan Brannon is reporting out of O'Fallon that the O'Fallon Police Department is inviting the public to visit Texas Roadhouse to enjoy dinner while supporting a good cause today, Monday, August the 19th. Here's why. From 4 p.m. until 8 p.m. on Monday, the restaurant located at 1412 Central Park Circle in Shiloh will donate 10% of all food sales to the Law Enforcement Torch Run for the Special Olympics, Illinois. Now, here's what that means. The O'Fallon Police Department will also be present selling Torch Run merchandise to further support the initiative. According to the O'Fallon Police, 100% of the donations collected during this event, they will go directly towards the Special Olympics, Illinois. Let Texas Roadhouse take care of dinner tonight and support Special Olympics of Illinois, said the O'Fallon Police in a statement. The community is encouraged to participate and contribute to this cause. The O'Fallon Police Department will be out there selling Torch Run merchandise as well. They hope to see you there. Always great to be able to promote and talk about some great causes like that wonderful initiative. One final bit of news for you today, and this was from Great Rivers and Routes. The tourism industry continues to grow in the Great Rivers and Routes region in southwest Illinois, with visitor spending surpassing pre-pandemic levels, according to the latest data provided by Tourism Economics, a global tourism research firm which measures the number of visitors as well as their impact on Illinois' economy during the 2023 calendar year. The six-county Great Rivers and Routes region generated a local economic impact of $827 million and contributed to an increase in visitor spending across Illinois in 2023. In addition, the boost in tourism contributed to $31.6 and $31 and we'll say. Well, I'm just going to read. There's a typo in the press release. Contributed $31.6 in local tax revenue while directly supporting 6,200 jobs in the tourism and hospitality industry in 2019. The region generated a local economic impact of $735 million. Spending in the region has increased by $92 million since the pandemic. Once again, the Great Rivers and Routes region of southwest Illinois is seeing growth in the tourism industry, mirroring the growth seen in the state of Illinois, said Corey Jobe. He continues, the president and CEO of the Great Rivers and Routes Tourism Bureau says our attractions are bringing in more visitors, and we are seeing amazing increases in visitors enjoying our outdoor adventure and nature-based tourism product. We are seeing increased interest in our Route 66 small businesses and attractions from visitors throughout the United States and internationally. We are pleased. We are a strong contributor to Illinois' record tourism growth. Governor Pritzker recently announced that Illinois reached its highest ever hotel tax revenue figures in the fiscal year 2024 with $322 million. That's a 4.5% increase over previous record set in the fiscal year 23. We have about 1 minute left, and we'll give you the facts on this. Illinois welcomed 112 million domestic and international visitors in 2023, an increase of 1 million visitors from 2022. Visiting spending resulted in $47 billion in visitor spending in 2023, an increase of $3 billion from 2022. State and local tax revenue from visitor spending generated $4.6 billion in 2023. Visitor spending, well, that supported $278,000 in tourism-related jobs, an increase of 7,600 jobs from 2022. And Illinois reached its highest ever hotel tax revenue figures in fiscal year 24, $322 million, a 4.5% increase over the previous record set in the fiscal year that was 2023. Annual economic impact data is provided by the Tourism Economics, and state hotel revenue collections are provided by the Illinois Department of Revenue. The hotel revenue figures represent all Illinois hotels, motels, and lodging establishments, along with their taxable revenue. That is it for a Monday, but boy, my boy, how about that to start the week? What a great show with some great guests. We got an even better show tomorrow with Vern Van Hoy, Mary Campbell of Spencer T. Olin, Ray Morales of Rolling Hills, and all of you. Join me live at 9. Until then, just try your best to stay out of jail.